One of the things I'm getting better at or learning as I'm doing more of these things in public is not caring. It's quite a self-conscious act to openly talk to oneself out in the streets. If I didn't have a camera, it would actually be more socially acceptable if I was just yelling fucking nonsense into the sky. That was genuinely more socially acceptable than doing it to a stabilised camera, I think. Here we are, we live, we learn, we improve, we do what we need to do. This is a rare one. I'm not starting in the morning. It's 6 o'clock at night. I've just finished work, and I am, I don't know, chilling, I suppose. I didn't go to the gym this morning. I got about half an hour sleep. This is half an hour sleep, Danny, on a busy day. Hi. What can you do, man? What can you do? But I thought, in sort of an effort to make some content appear, we'll do a little sightsee. Somewhat of a sightsee anyway. Like this. This is one of Cardiff's, I would suppose, most famous landmarks. I don't think there are any other of these in Wales. I think Cardiff has one. I think Cardiff have one. Swansea might have had one in the 80s. And I think somewhere near Llandilo, they had one a while ago. That's a bin. Now, most places, I know in England, when we have our rubbish, we just burn it, eat it, or just do various stuff like that with it. But they actually invented these things in Wales, where they're like, it's a hard concept to explain if you don't know it. It's like a receptacle where you put things you don't want, and they actually they give people money, they employ people to take the things from there and put them in other places that aren't there. Like, you see, so someone will come along and take the stuff out of that with their hands, I think, I don't know how it works, and put it somewhere else. So when you come to it another day, there'll be nothing in there, so you can put more things into it. It's quite new, to be honest with you. It's quite a new concept. Look, that's what they look like. I think there's only the one. I think there is only, and there might actually, I think, there might be a couple down there as well, but those are different ones, way over my head. So you've got that going for you in Wales. We're quite technologically advanced, really, when it comes to infrastructure. I think those are probably going to catch on. Now, this thing behind me here, this thing is called a bank. Quite a unique concept. Now, I know where you're from, and what you do there is you get all your money and you put them into big sacks, and you keep those sacks under like a floorboard, or maybe in a coffin or something, and you keep that, and when you need to pay for something, you dig up the coffin, or you plank open the floorboard and get your variety of gold coins. But here they've invented a system where you can actually, you give these people your money and they hold it for you, which is a very different concept, I know, than most people are used to. As far as I'm aware, banks are very well loved. No controversy about banks whatsoever. They're Samaritans, really lovely people. Lovely, lovely people. I used the word Samaritans wrong there, but that's fine. So yeah, this one I think is called Xaf Ilah. Maybe it's Egyptian, I don't know. Another thing I think was invented in Wales, I think in 1943, if I remember correctly, by Mr. Glass, is the glass door. He named after it himself. I know you're used to sort of wooden doors, aren't you? Or maybe marble doors, or like big old metal safe doors where you have in your house and such. But here, these are actually made of a material called glass. And you can see, like, that isn't actually, there's stuff there. If I were to try and put my hand through that, I can't, I'd hurt my hand, because there's glass there. It's honestly, it's magnificent stuff, because you can see through it, you can't go through it. Very hard concept to grasp. A lot of, it's only really in the 60s and 70s people got a good idea of how that works, because before then people were just fucking walking into it all the time and breaking their noses. But afterwards, people kind of understood that you can't go through it. See, like these guys, they tricked them. They thought, oh, it's glass door and it's locked. This building behind me here, this lovely one you just saw, is the world's largest DFS. Now, DFS stands for Divine Furnishing Store. They became very popular in the, I suppose, late 90s, early 2000s, for a sort of running thing where they always have deals on. So it's buy one, get one free, or it's always half off. It's never full price. And they originated from here. I think a lot of people have started following them, sort of create a bit of a cult personality in Cardiff. They didn't actually build this building; their followers did, out of old sort of bits of bed that were half price and sort of wood and stuff. And honestly, it's great. You go in there, the best night's sleep of your life. There's this sign here you just saw. It says, "Please do not lock bikes to these historic railings," which is really, really interesting. I'm not sure if you knew, but everything in Cardiff has just got here right now. A second ago, there's nothing here. But apart from one thing, these railings are historic. The only thing that have history here, because they're historic railings. Everything else just got here a second ago. Before I pressed this button, nothing. I pressed it. So these things, only thing with history, they were just here. People think they preceded the Big Bang, but they only think that just now. Because before just now, there was nothing here, not even them. Hi everyone, my gimbal died. I think it's about to die again in a second as well. But I was just going to say, before this gets hilariously hard to watch, that thing you just saw there, that's where money's from. Have you ever heard the expression, "Have you got any money?" Or "I've got money," or "Hello, would you like some money?" That's where they get it from. Right there. There's lots of it in there. Some say there's over £100 of money. That's a lot of money. Great. This shot's going to be a lot less steady now, because I'm holding it with my stupid human, non-steady hand. I've just got a normal one, like a fucking idiot. Hope you've enjoyed your tour of Cardiff. It's been a tour of Cardiff. That's all I'm going to do today, is that. That's all I've got time for. That's all you've got time for. You've not got time to watch anything else of this. What else am I going to do? I've done this. Someone suggested I talk a bit about my music tastes. I'm a sort of person who listens to the same song over and over again until I'm sick of it forever and never want to hear it. But right now, the things that have been keeping me somewhat entertained have been Julian Baker, Phoebe Bridgers, Lucy Dacus, some of their side projects like Boy Genius and Better Oblivion Community Centre, I think that's what it's called. A band called Bad Bad Hat, specifically the song Super America. It's a fantastic song. I would strongly recommend all of that if you'd like some tunes to listen to. This is going to be the end of this now, because I've already recorded a lot. And this is going to be quite long, but it should be. But here we are.